But let's go back to the album, man. Some of the lessons that you drop on the album, man. I want to mention some quotes to you, okay. and I want you to tell us what that means. I learned what I learned in the house, basically connected to this song called Mama.
Yeah. I mean, it's just saying that, like, you know, I got the game from my mama. Like, I ain't had to, like, I was in the hood, I was in the streets, I was running around, but, like, I probably was the more advanced child in my age bracket. So I wasn't getting game from them. I could see the big homies in the hood doing their thing, but I was getting the game from right there. I was waking up. You know what I'm saying? I was waking up seeing her on the phone and in the back seat, watching her looking in the rear view, talking about people following her, and you know, it was the feds and different things like that at the time, but I don't know who it is.
Right.
I'm just wondering, like, damn, why are people following us?
Right.
Oh, why they can't talk on phones? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but I learned all this shit in the house. I ain't had to go nowhere. I had to go to the movies. I had to go a lot of these places these niggas getting the information from,
right.
and they ain't getting the right information from.
That shit ain't even organic. That shit is manufactured.
Like I seen this shit firsthand, and then I lived it.
Do you think you had a childhood, man, or had the ability in terms of the environment you grew up to have a childhood?
Yeah, I think I did. You know what I'm saying? But I most definitely think I was like, you know, like grown way faster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just come with what your responsibilities are.
Right.
You know, once my brother went to prison, my brother he got I think he got a 12-year or 8-year sentence. The first time, at the time, he was taking care of the family.
Right.
You know, so when he left, bro, let me know it was on me.
Right.
You know, my little sister.
And how old were you when that happened, man?
I probably was about 14.
14.
14.
And you just took that on the chest. It wasn't like...
I ain't had no option.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't... You got to understand, like, when I make my music, I'm talking to people who live like me. Like, I understand, like, some people ain't got no option.
Right.
Like, it's easy to come through here with the peace rally and say, don't do this and don't do that. But understand that some people ain't got no option.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think I'm a... You know, like, I seen these people come repo my mama car. Like, that shit wasn't going to happen again.
Right.
You think I'm going to let that happen? Never. Like,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had made my mind up. I wasn't going to let no shit like that ever happen again. So, if I see somebody in that position, I understand them. You know, you got people, man, in the summertime, it's 100 degrees out. They ain't got earth. The little sister need medicine. Like, what you think finna happen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit getting real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I want to read another quote, man. Is I'm fighting pain, fame. I never want to change from the art of hustle. It's the intro.
Yeah. I mean, it means exactly what it says. Like, when you being a successful artist, you like in the middle of like a whirlwind with this shit. Like, I'm fighting pain, fame. I never want to change. I'm still running with my same niggas. Like, I'm just saying, like, when I had this record, 5-Star Chick, right? When I noticed the record was gone, I stopped watching TV and I stopped listening to the radio. Because I didn't want to see the success of the record. Right. Because I wanted to remain in the same mental space that I was in.
So you stopped yourself from believing the hype?
Yeah, like I didn't watch it. So I didn't really even know how big the record was till it was over. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really see it. Like I seen it on 106 Park a couple times, and you know, I seen the spread. I wanted to just be in the studio and still doing the same thing I was doing. Cause I seen artists that I didn't know, you know, on the outside looking in. I used to wonder, like, man, how did nigga music change, or how did this change? And I thought it was because of maybe the, you know what I mean, all the things that come with success around it. You know, money could be the biggest distraction,
right? And fame, and sometimes it don't even have to be money; it could be the fame too. Yeah. Let me ask you though, man, I
think fame distract corny niggas though.
Has that shit ever been like? Have you ever been close to being distracted by the money and the fame?
When I say distraction is when you got a lot of money, you got more shit to do.
Right.
When you ain't got no money, you ain't got shit to buy. You ain't got nothing to do but work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hustling, you out all day. If you rapping all day because you ain't got no money. What the fuck else you doing?
Yeah.
So money is a distraction in that level. Like, I find myself like, oh, man, I'm going to buy a car. Oh, I'm looking for a Ferrari. If I ain't had the money, I wouldn't be looking for a Ferrari. Maybe I'd be rapping. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by a distraction. You know what I mean? Not like, fuck up who I am or how I think. It just give you, it's just options. You know what I'm saying?
Have you found that you got to move differently though? Because as a hometown hero, who's achieved a certain level of success right now. You can't just get up and walk. All right, you can't just go to the supermarket. You can't just
I'm doing it.
You're doing that?
Yeah, pulling up in the Lambo, all that.
Does that shit get crazy?
No, the people support me out there, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I look at that like reverse of how you may look at it. I look at it like you show the people that this shit real. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we need some ketchup. I'm going to get the ketchup from Kroger in the Lambo.
Kroger.
He said the Kroger. Yeah, he said the Kroger.
What color is the Lambo? Is the Lambo white?
Up the street.
Is a Lambo white?
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't, I think some of them artists, when I was coming up, I know they were making a lot of money from my city, but I ain't never see them out. And I know they had, you know what I'm saying? I heard they had the cars, and I know they were making the money, but I never seen them for myself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, I look at it reverse. Like, I want the young rappers or the young hustlers in my city to see me. Like, you see me on the gram and it's cool, or you see that, no, I need you to see me in the city and my shit. That's mine, that's real. You see me in all of them. You know what I'm saying? They parked in the hood, they parked in my restaurant, wherever I'm, you know what I'm saying? I think it motivates the city.
Now, you're doing a lot for your city, and you're talking about motivating these kids and these rappers in the next generation. But with more money comes more problems, man. Have you been faced with dealing with jealousy or niggas that's like, man, this nigga think he getting it, and
they come with the game though.
Right.
They come with the game. Like you can't really complain about that because you tell people in the street like, if you're gonna be you gonna sell dope or you're gonna be a hustler, whatever, you understand the robbers and the police come with their game.
Mm-hmm.
So when you end up in that position, don't be crying about it.
Right.
When you get popped, go to jail, lay down, do your time, make your bond, pay your lawyer. You know how this shit go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody get up on you, you know how to respond. Don't get the call. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how to respond. Like, that will come with the game. So I think even with what we doing now, like hate and stuff like that come with this, like success, like
success breeds hate.
Yeah, like you can't even be complaining about it. Like, why you don't never really see me in no issues like that, because it don't mean nothing to me.
Right.
Because I know it come with it. Like, you don't really mean me no harm like that. Like, because we accessible.
Right.
But you ever feel like when you see that a lot of artists, didn't come from the street, like didn't come from, hustling but like sometimes I feel like like a lot of artists like still stay in the hood, and maybe they shouldn't even do that no more. Like I respect that you go back there, but like
Yo Gotti ain't living in the hood though. You ain't living in the
hood.
What I'm trying to say,
in the hood,
some people some people feel like here, I'll give you an example, right? I was in Philadelphia a couple of weeks ago. Actually, no, a couple months ago. This was before the whole Meek shit. But people were like, oh, Meek, he don't even come in the hood anymore. And I said, why should he? Like, to me, getting out of the hood, getting out of hustling, right, is to fucking get up out of the hood.
When you get money, you busy. You know what I mean? Like, there were a lot of people don't understand. Like, when you run around picking up bags of money and moving around, you busy. Like, what the fuck? You, like, stop getting money to go stand in the hood to prove something to some niggas to say you real who probably don't really fuck with you no way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Get ready for combat. No escaping. Get ready for combat.